Hey everyone, it is Micah Jenkins, Black Status Presenter with Unique, and I have Carly Reeves, Carly Pass, and Sarah Long on the webinar here with me today, and we are going to be talking about our 2016 incentive trip that was just announced. We want to share with you all the different ways you can earn this cruise. Corporate has truly made this to where anyone at all can earn it. I earned the cruise last year, but unfortunately didn't get to go because of some scheduling conflicts with my husband's job. But Sarah, Carly, and Carly all went, so you're going to hear their experience, how the cruise was, how they earned it, some people on their team who earned it. But real quick, I'm going to go through a PowerPoint and give you some examples on how you can earn this cruise at any color level. So I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully this works okay. All right. Y'all let me know if you cannot see my screen. Okay, cool. We must be good. All right, so let's go to Cozumel. The incentive trip is October 20th through the 24th. And the qualifications, or how can you earn the incentive trip gifts? There are 5 different levels, and if you earn all 5 levels, you get everything below it. So if you earn level 2, you get the rewards from level 1 and 2. If you earn level 3 or 4, you get everything below it. So that's super cool that corporate does this for us. So even if you don't earn the cruise, you can earn some really amazing gifts. So level 1 is at 10,000 points and you get $25 in Y Cash. Level 2 is at 15,000 points, you get $75 in Y Cash. Level 3 is 20,000 points, which is going to get you these super amazing, unique makeup trunk. Everybody goes crazy about these. Everybody is always wanting to know how to get them, where to get them. Well, this is your chance, guys. If you want that makeup trunk, you better get to it. Get those 20,000 points. 25,000 points gets you not only a ticket for yourself, but you get to bring a guest on the cruise as well. And then 40,000 points, you're going to get all of the things, level 1 through 4, plus $150 credit to use towards excursions or buying food or whatever else is on the cruise ship that you want to spend money on. So there are going to be bonus points throughout the qualifying months. They've already announced that we'll have 1,000 points just for purchasing your convention ticket. And I hope you've been working in January because your PRS is going to count. So I hope all of you will work super hard to earn all 5 of these levels. So let's get right into it. Oh, real quick, this is how you earn points. This is all going to be in the facts, so I'm not going to break it down. But you get points, 1 point per PRS. You get points for your paid as status, and you get points for first level of advancement. So for example, if someone who I have sponsored goes pink, I get 250 points for them advancing a color status. Your paid as status cannot be added. So for example, if you're pink and you go green, you do not get the points for blue and green. However, first level advancements, those do add up. So if you have someone under you who's yellow and they go all the way to green or orange, you do get the points for pink, blue, green, and orange. All right, so there are 100 or more ways to earn points, but these are just some examples. I just want to break it down and show you, excuse me, how easy it is and how attainable it is for any color status. So if sling and makeup is your thing, in your white or yellow status, you can do 4,000 in PRS in the January, February, March, April, May, and June. That gets you 24,000 points, and then you're going to register for convention, and you'll have your 25,000 points to earn the cruise ticket for yourself and a friend. So if you're white or yellow status and you make your way to green, on the top half you will see that if you do $2,000 in PRS in January, February, March, April, May, and June, you're paid as pink in February and March, you're paid as blue in April and May, and then in and then in June you go green. You promote a couple people, you get your 25,000 points. On the bottom half, you'll just see a little bit of a faster track to green. You go pink in January, you go blue in February and March, and then you hit green in April. You present a couple of people, you got your cruise ticket +1. All right, let's move on. If you are a pink status presenter, here is a breakdown for you. You're going to get your convention ticket. That's 1,000 points. You're going to have $2,000 in PRS. You're going to be paid as pink and blue in January through April. Then you're going to hit green in May. You're going to promote a couple of presenters under you. Bam, you've got your ticket. All right, if you're a blue status presenter, of course, if you're a blue status, I know you're just itching to get to green, and right now is the perfect time to be gunning for that. On the top half, you will see how to earn 25,000 points. You're going to promote to green. You're going to get a cruise ticket for yourself and a friend. On the bottom half, you'll see if you can promote to orange and meet all the requirements, you're going to get 40,000 points. Once again, these are just examples. You don't have to promote one person to blue and one person to pink and have $2,000 PRS. There's, like I said, 1,000 different ways to earn it. This is just a breakdown to show you some examples. All right, so up next, if you're a green status presenter, on the top half, you'll see how if you maintain green status from February to June, have $1,000 in PRS, promote 3 presenters to blue, 6 presenters to pink, you can get the 25,000 points necessary to get the cruise ticket. And on the bottom half, you can see that if you promote to orange status and meet those qualifications, you can get 40,000 points to get that extra $150 on your stateroom bonus. All right, moving on to orange. Sorry, y'all, I'm just kind of going through this as fast as possible. We will have this in the files that you can read through. There's going to be facts. And these aren't the only ways, so I don't want you to get stuck on this is what I have to do. Once again, it's just a breakdown. So if you're an orange status presenter, on the top half, you will see how you can earn actually over 25,000 points. You're going to have 25,200 if you get $750 in PRS every single month. You're paid as orange every single month. You get your convention ticket. You promote 3 presenters to blue, 2 presenters to pink. On the bottom half, we step it up a notch. We get into the exclusive rank of purple, and you get the $40,000 or the 40,000 points to earn the extra $150. All right, the next one is purple. On the top half, once again, you will see how easy it is if you maintain purple. You get your $500 PRS, which is already something you have to do. You're paid as purple for all of the months, and you have over 25,000 points. Now, who's purple and wants to hit black status? Everybody, right? All right, so get your convention ticket. Get $2,500 PRS. You're going to be paid as purple for February, March, and April, and then comes May. You're going to hit black status in May. You're going to maintain it in June. You're going to have to promote 2 presenters to green, and you've got your 40,000, actually over 40,000 points earned, and you get your ticket plus a guest plus $150 to spend how you want. Black status, shouldn't even have to break this down, but I included it. Convention registration, 1,000. You're going to have $500 PRS, and if you maintain black status, you have over the 25,000 necessary. Bottom half shows you how to get over 40,000. Not even going to go through it. So that's just a really super quick breakdown. I'm going to hand the call over to Sarah, who is going to talk about some things to be prepared for and her experience with the cruise.
Hey everyone. Okay, so just a couple more things for you before we talk about the really fun stuff. There are some things that you will need to plan for and some expenses to consider. The cruise itself is free, but there's things like childcare. If you have animals, who's going to take care of your animals while you're gone? Who's going to watch over your house? Do you or your guests need to take time off of work? You've got travel costs to and from the Miami port, and I will tell you, you can search plane tickets, trains, you can drive if you're within driving distance. There's a lot of different ways to get there. It's not a hard airport to get into. And get to the port from the airport is very easy also. Passport fees. If you do not have a passport, Carnival highly, highly, highly recommends, or well, most cruise lines, all cruise lines, I don't even know if it's Carnival again, but they always recommend have a passport anytime you leave the country. This is a good idea. Spending money for if you drink alcohol, if you want to buy souvenirs, if you wish to purchase things on board the ship, you know, that sort of stuff, that all adds up. Shore excursions are not included, alcohol expenses again, and then wardrobe, hello, we all know that we have to go and buy new cruise gear. So keep those things in mind. Go ahead and start making a plan. If you're going to be on this cruise, make sure that you're setting some money aside and saving things so that you can get there. So I'm just going to talk really, really fast about my experience with the cruise last year. I was a pretty new presenter. I joined, I started working October 1st, and so I'd only worked October, November, December, and then the trip qualification period started January 1st. So I had already hit green status. However, I had a very small team, and we were not a strong elite team yet. We were not maintaining green status. So I earned it actually most of the months during the qualification period. I was paid as blue. But I busted my butt, and I knew what I needed to do. I made a plan, and I stuck with it. And I helped my girls promote. I sold a ton of makeup, and then the last month, get this, the last month I had already earned my 25,000 points. I knew I was going on the cruise, but I had pretty much given up on hitting 40,000 because I was so far away. I think I was at like 31,000, and we had 1 month left to go. And I was just positive that I was like, there's no way that I can do 9,000 points in 1 month. I just don't know how I can do this. And I messaged Micah, and we talked, and we got a game plan together and I was like, you know, I'm going to try. I have to try. And then a day or two later, they announced double PRS points for that month. And so you bet your butt I busted mine, and I earned the cruise for 2 with the 40,000 points just by, just working like crazy. And I had so much fun doing it. I did a ton of parties. I did a mystery hostess party. I just was nonstop because there was no way that I was going to be that close. And then corporate being so amazing and wonderful, giving us double points those last couple weeks, there was no way I wasn't going to try. So I ended up in the very beginning barely being paid as blue to actually being a 40,000 point earner on the cruise. So it was really, really exciting to be able to accomplish that. Also, you got the trunk and then the other stuff, and it was great. So my experience on the cruise, I was a first-time cruiser. I'd never cruised before. I took my husband. It was over our anniversary, so we got kind of like the honeymoon that we never had, which was amazing. We got to go hang out on a private beach with the founders and then with all of the other 40,000 point earners at an all-inclusive resort. It was just incredible to be on a ship filled with other unique presenters who all worked just as hard as I did to get there. And there's nothing like it. There's no experience like that in the world. Being able to hang out with my upline, being able to see people like Sherry Brown and our founders. I had dinner with Michelle Bell. Like you can't get that anywhere else. So it was a really wonderful, amazing experience, and I highly, highly recommend reaching out to your sponsor, reaching out to your elite, and getting a plan together and working your butt off to get on this cruise because it will be the time of your life, I promise you. So I'm going to pass it over to Carly Pass, and she's going to chat a little bit, and I hope to see you guys in Cozumel.
Hello, ladies. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about my experience and then give you some examples of how things kind of worked last year. So just like Sarah said, I was purple when the cruise stuff started last year. It was at the beginning of January, but I wasn't a consistent purple, so I got paid as orange and purple. And just like Micah said, there are a million ways to earn the cruise. So you're going to make a game plan, and you're going to have it set, and then stuff's going to fall through. Somebody's not going to promote, or your PRS isn't going to be that high. But stay on top of your points in your game plan. That is my biggest advice, is to just come up with different ways to get them. And I am not going to promise that they're doing bonus points at all this year, but don't give up on yourself. If your goal is the cruise, don't settle for anything less. Last year we got surprise bonus points for a double PRS month and a double paid as month. You never know what they're going to offer. So take advantage. Every single person should have their convention ticket today. That's bonus 1,000 points and PRS for January. So get yourself a head start and do it. And I want to give you an example. So last year, I had a presenter. She's one of my elites, Jenny Arnold. She didn't even join Unique until the middle of January. And last year, everything started on January 1st and ended at the end of May. So she joined in the middle of January and didn't even start working until February. And she hit blue towards the end of May and was still able to earn the cruise for herself and the makeup trunk and the catalogs. And then at the end, you know, if you were here, they said, surprise, and you get to bring your +1. So she was all the way from a brand new presenter just to a blue and was still able to earn that 25,000 points. So anybody, any color can do it. And just another little random tidbit, don't be afraid to ask your friends for help and to support you earn the trip. Tell them that you're working on something and you're looking for hostesses to help you earn that trip. People will want to help you. So I did go on the cruise to Jamaica last year. I earned the 40,000 and got to do the special excursion with Derek and Melanie, and you need to go. We got swag. Everybody likes exclusive swag, and it was just, you can't describe the experience to be able to hang out on a boat with nothing but unique presenters and go to the beach, going to Mexico. So make a game plan and go. And now we're going to hear from the other Carly.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
So just to basically piggyback on what they've already said, I want to just tell you guys too, like just from my downline, or my circle actually, not my downline. There was a lot of people, pinks and blues from my downline on the boat. But 2 people, Kim Crandall and Julie Allen from my team, were both blue status, and they both went on the cruise. Got to bring their husband. So this is not a green, orange, purple, black status incentive, like at all. It is a level playing field. Like, yes, as black status, I get paid. I make a lot of points just for getting paid as black status, but I have to work my butt off to get paid as black status. I also have to sell a lot of makeup. Like we're all doing the same thing. So, I remember after the cruise was over too, we had a cruise group, and oh my gosh, like how many people do you think, like maybe at least 100 were pink that were on the boat? So many people earned it that were not elite status and aboves. And also, like Micah, 2 girls under her, Nikki Beard and Amanda Northrup, they both, I think she said Nikki joined in December, right before point started, and Amanda joined in January, maybe. I can't remember, but they both earned the cruise as well. So basically, if you want to earn the cruise, you'll earn it. That's basically what it comes down to. If you want to earn it, then you'll earn it. You've got to stay on top of everything, like Carly said. Like if you have a crappy month, like you can't just give up on trying to earn the cruise. That's just ridiculous. So what I saw happen last year, it was really sad, because a lot of people, they were really close to the 25,000 points and earning the cruise, and then they didn't push for it like they should have, and they barely missed it. And then after the qualifications ended, corporate said, oh, guess.
Carly, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm on my phone and someone just tried to call me. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. They didn't push for the cruise, so they barely missed it. And then after the qualifications ended, Derek and Melanie announced that every single person that earned the cruise got to bring someone for free. And they were devastated. They were like, oh, I'm not going to push for it because I know that I can't go. That's like my biggest advice ever. I don't care, like, seriously, I don't care if, your husband's deployed for this whole next year, so you know that you can't go, or you know that you can't get off work, or you're going to be in school full time, or whatever obligations that you have, and you already think that you cannot go. Don't assume that you cannot go, because a lot of people were like, I don't want to go by myself, so I'm not going to push for it. And they seriously were like $2,000 away from hitting it. And then when it was closed, it was like well, your husband, you know, or not just husbands, but a guest can come with you for free, and they were so devastated. So you also, if you earn the cruise, and even if you can't go on it, like, you get the cruise charm. If all of you guys are not obsessed with our charms, then start getting obsessed. Because the fact that you earned that is amazing. I'm so, so proud of my cruise charm. Well, the fact that I earned it, I'm so proud of myself. Like, that's a big deal. I never thought that it was possible to earn seriously, like a trip with a company like ours, you know, when you were an outsider and you're like, oh, that's not real, you know. Yeah, it is real. You can really do it. So, oh, another thing too is every year they have 2 trips, and they didn't announce the other trip today, so I'm assuming it's going to be announced. I don't know when, but last year it was the West Indies, and it was super hard qualifications, so only like a handful of black statuses could earn this. And I knew for sure that I would not earn it. Where my business was and everything, I just knew for sure that I would not be able to meet those qualifications to earn that West Indies trip. But I still worked my butt off, and I did kind of have a little hope, you know, like, oh, you know, I guess, you know, anything's possible. But then in the middle of qualifications, Derek changed the qualifications on us, and I had already earned it. Like, he wrote me a letter saying, hey, just so you know, you've already earned it. You already have the qualifications, because I was working my business every day. If I wasn't working my business every single day, and I wasn't sponsoring, and I wasn't partying, and I wasn't helping people, you know, get to pink, blue, and green, then I wouldn't have qualified for it. So there's always surprises. So just don't talk yourself out of trying to earn this trip. Like, you want to earn it. Okay, and then I'll end with my cruise experience as well. It was my first time cruising. It was my first time out of the country. Me and my husband have never gone anywhere. We didn't really have a honeymoon, anything like that. We've never gone anywhere nice because we've never been able to afford it. So it was magical. Honestly, it was magical. It was like we all were on a boat. I was on a boat with my husband, the founders of our company, and all my best friends, and we just hung out. And the excursion, I mean, it was just amazing. It's like, convention is super special. I mean, that's probably the best week, I think, of the year for me. But the thing about Jamaica is everyone is vacationing. So we're not working, we're vacationing together. So literally, like what Sarah said, if you want to go hang out with Sherry Brown, you go hang out with Sherry Brown. I mean, she's right there sitting right next to you at the table. If you want to have dinner with Michelle Bell, you can have dinner with Michelle Bell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to go have dinner with Derek and Melanie, you can do that too, because they're just sitting right next to you in the same dining hall. Like, you literally just can, you're stuck on a boat with thousands of unique presenters, and a lot of them you look up to, a lot of them inspire you, and you can pick people's brains all week. It's just amazing. It's not just a cruise, because, you know, some people are like, oh, I've been on a cruise, I could just go on another cruise myself. No, it's not just a cruise. Like, the Unique bought the entire boat. The entire boat was Unique branded, which, that was like the coolest part to me. I'm sorry. I was like, fangirl. The elevators were Unique. I mean, everything is unique. It's amazing. I mean, and this year it's going to be even better. So anyways, get to a place like right now to where you believe that you can earn this cruise, and do it. And the fact that January PRS is added to our points, that's huge, because that's basically gives us a month of extra time. We have this whole month of PRS plus the 5 months. So I think that's it, Micah.
Okay, cool. I have a couple more things to say, and then we'll end this. So everyone had great points, but I want to throw in just one last thing. If you're like me and it ends up you can't go on the cruise, like Carly said, you better be busting your butt. Even if right now you think you can't go, you earn it anyways. And then if you can't go, it's okay. It happens. I didn't get to go. I was super bummed. I was super upset. but I get to use it as a recruiting tool. So even if you can't go, you can always add that as a tool to your little recruiting folder and be like, hey, this company's so awesome. I earned a cruise trip in 2016. Even if you don't go, you still get to claim it because you earned it. So it is just so important that everyone start working super hard right now. We still have a week and a half or 2 weeks left in January to rock some PRS because it's just a bonus. We didn't have that last year. You just don't want to look back and say, man, if I would have sold one more lip gloss, or if I would have helped one more person promote to pink, I'd be going on a cruise, taking my husband, taking my friend, taking whoever for free. You don't want to have any regrets. So let's all hit the ground running. I want to see how many people on all of our teams we can get on the cruise and just have a super fun time. Thanks so much for listening in. I hope the breakdown was helpful for you guys.